Are you single and unfortunately have to be on the dating apps all the time? Then this video is for you. So I actually met my fiance on Bumble 2 years ago, and before I met him, I had a lot of really bad dating experiences. Like, I had my fun here and there, but there's a lot of creepy stuff that happened, and I want to make this video so that doesn't happen to you. So the first thing we need to talk about is mindset. I think that's the most important thing when you're going on a dating app, and not even a dating app, just in life dating in general, is your mindset. Like, are you looking for a relationship or are you looking for a hookup? Because like sometimes like we think we want a relationship and we really just want to like explore our possibilities. You don't even have to do hookups. You can talk to people and like date people, see people, go on dates without being exclusive, right? First of all is that you have to think, what type of mindset am I going into? Why am I wanting to go on Tinder or Bumble or Hinge or whatever? Why? Before I met my fiance, I used to just do whatever. Like, you know, someone messages me on Tinder, I'd be like, hello, hey, or I just like message people like, hey, whatever. I wasn't really like paying that much attention. Like, most people here are kind of weird, so it's like, why would I spend my time on this? That was kind of my way of thinking about it. And it's like, once you meet someone you like, then you can text and talk more. And I met some people that way, but like, honestly, some toxic relationships there, some weird situationships. So if you are looking for a relationship, don't do that. What you should do is actually look at people's profiles. Like, you have to take your time and like see, like, is this person just attractive, or do I like what they're saying on their profile? I know not everyone has like things they say on their profile, and that's why I think personally Bumble is better than Tinder. I actually have this channel to thank, honestly, low-key, for meeting Tom, because I was on a live stream, I think on my mom's kitchen. Someone told me to download Bumble because it was better than Tinder, and I'm not sure who it was, maybe Lady SJ, but they told me that, and I was like, okay, I'm not sure. Guys, I think Bumble is the best dating app in my opinion. I think it makes it like less creeps just all around, because there's a lot of weirdos on Tinder, honestly, more than Bumble. There's still weirdos in Bumble, but the one that I don't recommend at all was Hinge. I went on one date on Hinge, and like, low-key glad that this came out so early and I didn't talk to this guy more. It was so creepy. Like, why are you talking about Israel on a first date on a... No. Hinge, more like unhinged. So regardless, whether you go on Bumble or not, when you're messaging a person, especially for the first time, I recommend actually looking at the person's profile and like think something of their profile, like make a comment about it, like make a connection, try and talk to people. And like that to me made the biggest difference. Like, I started doing that a couple months before I met Tom, and like even before meeting him, like there's a couple other people I chatted with that I don't think I would have gone out with or chatted with otherwise. And like, obviously it didn't end up happening, but those are experiences that led me to meeting Tom, showed me like what I did not want in someone I was going out with. And so I know it's easy to just like swipe, blah blah blah, this, that, but like we need to like make it less fast-paced, I guess, in a way, for ourselves. If we want to look for something real, it's more about making that connection. The second thing is presentation. A lot of people, especially in the dating market, we want to put our best foot forward, show the best version of ourselves, and like that is good to a certain extent. Like, you don't want to be like burping on a first date, of course. Even if you're someone who likes to burp, probably not in the first date, okay? But it's also about keeping real to yourself, because you can't present a fake version of yourself. I think a lot of people do fall into that trap where like, oh, you pretend to like someone because your new partner or person that you're been going out with likes it, and so you pretend you're into it for them and blah blah blah. And it's like, if you want to have stability, if you want to maintain a relationship with this person, what is the long-term plan for that? Like, you're just gonna pretend the rest of your life you like or don't like this thing, and then if you act a certain way at the beginning of a relationship and then you change the way you are later on, it does also like not really add up, right? It is hard because you don't know what people's intentions are at the end of the day. Like, they could be saying, oh, I want a relationship, I want this, and you can be opening up and being honest with this person, and then they only wanted a hookup or something like that, right? Or they weren't sure of their emotions and you're left rejected. But like, it's better to be rejected for who you are than to like have a relationship with someone who you're not being yourself with, honestly, at the end of the day. Like, that's the thing I can say. So be honest, even if it doesn't make you look the best at the beginning of the relationship. Like, you have to be upfront with how you feel and how you like things and how you are. It seems so simple, but like, there's so many people who don't do this because, and I've done this because I wanted to impress someone. I wanted a girl or a guy to like me. I pretended to like things we were into. I started listening to the music they listen to. It's like, you know, it's okay to a certain extent. If you hear my crush likes this music and you start listening to it and you actually like it, that's different, right? But like if you pretend to like something you don't, it's like, maybe think again, maybe we don't need a relationship at this point, maybe we need a therapist. No, and that's another thing, like, don't rush yourself. If you are not ready for a relationship, it's okay not to be in a relationship. I know this video is like how to get in a relationship, but like the best relationship you can have is with yourself. And I know it's not a romantic relationship, and I know it's corny and it's like, oh, I don't want to hear this, but if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Like, it is very facts. It is very facts. And if you don't fully love yourself, if you don't fully accept yourself, and you're in a relationship with someone, that's gonna come through and it's gonna affect your relationship. And it's not like you can't deal with that. And you don't have to like be like egocentric, in love with yourself all the time, right? But like you have to have a certain respect for yourself when you enter a relationship. Because if not, either you're gonna walk all over yourself or the other person will. I think the main thing to remember is just to have intention behind what we do, especially when it comes to dating. Remember why you're doing it. So if you are trying to get into a relationship, have that intentionality going into the interactions you carry, especially on dating apps. And even if you go out, like obviously there is other crushes you could have like at work or at school or things like that. Be yourself. It's like, and don't put people on a pedestal, because at the end of the day, when you have a relationship with someone, like they're not going to be perfect. There's going to be things about them that you don't like about their personality, that things you're going to clash against and you're going to fight. If you're a good match, you'll also have really good times and like it's going to make up for it. But you don't have to put like all your eggs in one basket or hope like, oh, this person's going to be the one, or put that much pressure on yourself when you're going on the apps or going out on dates, because there's someone out there for anyone who wants to be in a relationship, who will appreciate and value them. So I do think that being yourself and just trying to get to know people on a human level, like beyond just like, oh, I want to date you, I wanted this, I wanted that, you know, like just get to know this person, talk to them like a human person, talk to them like you would a friend a little bit sometimes. Because if you want to be in a relationship, someone who you maybe want to be with for the rest of your life, if that's what you're looking for, you don't only want someone you're romantically into and attracted to, you want to be with someone who wants to be your best friend, and you want to be best friends, you have common interests, you know. Like I've always said that a husband, a wife, a partner, or whatever is a best friend that you want to fuck. So even if it's on a dating app, I know it's all about the looks on there. So I think making that intentional decision to try and have those connections through the apps, it does make a difference, and that's on that. And so I hope you are able to take the advice and that it works for you guys, and that you are having a fantastic morning, afternoon, night, whatever time it is for you guys. I love you guys so much. Mwah.
Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something